In December 2002, spent fuel assemblies at the Trojan nuclear plant began the first leg of their long journey from the spent fuel pool to an eventual permanent off-site storage destination. PGE decided to close Trojan in 1993, and the site decommissioning began in 1995. The internationally recognized project showcases PGE's commitment to cost-effectiveness for the customer, sensitivity for the environment, and most importantly, safety for the employees and the public. The fuel transfer is a first for Trojan, PGE, and the state of Oregon. And it's an important company milestone. Mike Lackey is Trojan site manager.
Getting the fuel into dry storage really is the last major hurdle in that it allows us to get into the pool area, to shut off the remaining systems, to clean up those areas, and to go in and do our final survey. So we really will be just waiting on the Department of Energy to build a repository so we can ship them our fuel.
The spent fuel transfer is a tightly controlled process, with each step designed to meet or exceed the highest safety and quality standards. A stainless steel container, loaded 24 feet underwater, will house the nuclear material during both storage and transport. Bruce Wallace has helped prepare Trojan for this high-tech process.
These are our stainless steel multi-purpose canisters. Each multi-purpose canister is designed to hold 24 of our fuel assemblies. This fuel, once it's loaded, will never have to be touched again.
The loaded casks are moved to the Independent Spent Fuel Storage Installation, or ISFSI, adjacent to the Trojan plant for temporary storage. They'll eventually be transferred to Yucca Mountain, a government facility located in the Nevada desert, for permanent disposal. Trojan Steve Schneider.
Once on the ISFSI pad, temperature monitoring is hooked up, and there will be a staff of people here to monitor it until it is transferred to a federal repository. We're prepared to handle it. The facility is licensed for 40 years, and that can be renewed if need be.
As Trojan's spent fuel transfer continues successfully, Plant Support Manager Lanny Dusick remembers there were significant challenges in 1999 during a first attempt.
We had originally licensed and started building our ISFSI. In fact, we got all the concrete canisters built with our previous vendor, and got to the point of initial loading. And during that initial loading, the canister that we actually put the fuel in didn't perform as we expected. And ultimately, the right answer was to get a new vendor. So it was a challenge that was almost like starting over in some respects, because you had to go back and convince the regulators that the new system would work with these old components and new components put together. In the end, we came out with the best of both worlds as far as where we ended up on cost versus the system that we ended up with. Steve Nichols is project manager, and he's assembled a very good team. So to be able to work with them and add our bit in licensing, putting things together, and working with the regulators was great with me.
And in the state of Washington tonight, a 1,000-ton nuclear reactor is heading for burial at the Hanford Nuclear Reservation.
Often spotlighted by media all over the world, PGE's Trojan decommissioning has been a complex and demanding task. While many plants have chosen contractors to manage their decommissioning, PGE went with our own talented resources.
We're the largest and one of the first commercial nuclear power plants to ever be decommissioned. And we're doing it ourselves. You look back at some of our accomplishments over the course of the decommissioning, starting with the large component removal project, got approvals and had a very successful project. Then that led into the reactor vessel removal project, which won the Project Management Institute's International Project of the Year. It was the only reactor that's been removed single piece with all the internals intact. We saved over $20 million, and really it was the right way to go.
The Trojan decommissioning team plans on finishing the fuel transfer in 2003, then removing or decontaminating the entire spent fuel pool and its support equipment by early 2005.
If you look at all the aspects of the Trojan decommissioning, no single project has required more teamwork from the entire plant organization. It's been a tremendous effort from every department out here.